Hello, my name is Connor Malayson for Con4Tutorials, and in the last very short video we created a background for our room. And here we go. Drum roll please. The fourth video. Rooms. We are going to create a room finally. I've been referencing to this mysterious room for the entire tutorial, and you are finally going to get to see it. To create a room, there are obviously always three ways, except for in the case of the sprite. You can click this, you can go to resources, create room, or you can right click create room. Let's create one by using that button. Why not? This is the room creator, and what I just turned off was the grid tool. It's up there. It shows you because you can snap objects, and by default the object snap is at 16, and what that means is when we're creating our objects and when you were dragging them, they snap to that amount of pixels. You can see instead of moving freely, it snaps. See? Okay, so we have our objects here. In the Objects tab, you can click this huge box over here. I'm going to set the grid off. And let's create the border object first. And place it, it's a very big object, so we're going to place it in the top left, because that's where the origin is, and it will fill the entire room. We are going to uncheck this delete underlying button, because what happens here, if we leave delete underlying on and we create an object, it will delete what is underlying, except for some reason it's not deleting what's underlying. What should have happened there, if Game Maker was working properly, is if I clicked here, then it would delete the object that is under it. So, you know, it should be doing that. But anyways, I'm going to unselect delete underlying. Let us put our player object somewhere in the center here, and go to enemy and make a round 5. If you want to make it a bit more challenging, you can make it 6. But for now, I'm just going to make it 5. It is a pretty easy game. It really is. 4 would be insanely easy. It's already pretty easy. But, in fact, I'm going to put 6. Why not? 7. 7 balls that I'm going to have to dodge. This is going to be insane. And if they all come towards me, that will be very, very unfortunate. But the chances of that are quite slim. That's that. We have our room completed, except we need to go to backgrounds, the background tab, and right down here we get to choose what to set as our background. Just ignore all of this confusing stuff. It will be addressed maybe in a later tutorial. And you can search the Game Maker documentation all you want, find out exactly what this does, or you can fiddle, experiment for yourself, see what works best. So, we have a background. We are going to click that, and we are going to click our background. And boom, automatically we have a background. And while this does look very aesthetically pleasing, it also does add a bit of a gameplay element. There is a dark corner up here. So if a ball comes out of the dark corner up here, then that really stinks, because if you're sitting right here and the ball comes out, you're like, oh my gosh, I did not know there was a ball there. So that was an unintended side effect there, but I quite like it. Okay. And if we want to, we can go to settings here and change it to playroom. And as you can see, I didn't make a space there. You can either do an underscore or just no space whatsoever, but it's good to get into a habit of not putting a space there, because if you get into advanced things like scripting doesn't work with spaces if you're trying to reference to an object or any resource. If it has a space, then it will return an error. So, always a good habit to get into. There we go. That is our room. So yeah, that is all we need to do in this video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.